Do me a favor and close your eyes for a second. I just want you to picture this. You're sitting across from someone you care about. There's a warm light, a story is unfolding. Their eyes are on you and also a little somewhere else. A tiny earbud, a subtle glance at a smartwatch. No glowing screen, no obvious escape, but an AI is whispering in their ear while they nod at you. Now tell me, is that polite? Or is it the new checking your phone at dinner? "10 years ago, glancing at your phone was the universal "I'm out." Today, our assistants hide in the everyday objects: earbuds, watches, glasses. We can look present and also be somewhere else. In the next few minutes, you'll step into scenes you already know: a family moment, a brainstorm at work, a first date. You'll hear a simple rule that keeps your conversations warm. 3 word-for-word lines you can steal tonight, and a 1-minute test that shows when AI deepens connection and when it quietly drains the warmth out of one. Now stick with me, because the line between rude and respectful just shifted under our feet. So here's the rule up front, so you're not waiting. If the person matters more than the answer, make the assist visible. If the answer matters more than the person, use the assist invisibly. That's the headline. But don't leave yet, because I'm going to walk you through that world where that sentence actually matters. What changed, and why have our instincts misfired? We used to spot rudeness because attention was visible. Eyes fell to a glowing screen. Our shoulders would turn, and conversations would stall mid-point. Now attention is invisible. A tiny tap on a watch, a squeeze on an earbud, a glance at your glasses. An assistant is there, whispering context, pulling dates, summarizing a link. It's helpful, yes, and it also breaks an unspoken promise. Very old one, I might add. When I'm with you, you have my attention. We still need that promise today. We just need new signals to show where our attention is and why it's moving. So why does it feel rude even when it helps? Conversation isn't only words. It's micro-timing. Eye contact, the laughs, and they just tie everything together. It's like that tiny piece of glue. When you're silently querying an AI, your timing slips half a beat and your eyes glaze for a second. Your smile arrives late to a joke. Humans read micro-timing like weather. A tiny delay says, "Are you here or somewhere else?" And here's the twist. The closer the relationship is, the more that half beat hurts. Being at a conference and quietly pulling a stat can be impressive. On a first date, it can feel like emotional ghosting. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about that. So we don't need a yes/no rule. What we need is a context rule, which is why I gave you the sentence first. So let's start with a moment you've lived in probably 100 times. You're at a grocery store with someone you love. They're telling you about their day while scanning your items. Your smartwatch buzzes with an urgent notification. Do you silently handle it or narrate what you're doing? Wrong move. The one we've all done. Your eyes drift, mutter 1 second, 5 silent seconds with that watch face glaze, then the cheerful done as if nothing happened. What they felt was the moment dropping them. It's not the AI, it's the invisible attention shift with no warning. So I'm going to give you 2 right moves to make instead. Number 1 is to narrate it and invite. Let me check the assistant for 10 seconds. Want me to book that slot if it's open? You showed the shift and you also gave them agency. Another right move, you could defer and protect the moment. Let me set a reminder for after we check out so we can keep in this particular moment right now. You still use AI and you still protect that shared experience. I know it sounds corny, but this matters to people. Tiny narration, big respect. The work trap is different because speed doesn't matter and politics do matter. You're in a brainstorm, ideas are flying, and you feel that itch to just check a number. Wrong move. Silent lookup, then you interrupt with a stat like, gotcha. It reads as, I was waiting to be right. And also, the room feels judged by an invisible third party. Try this. Flag your intent. I'm going to pull a quick market check so we know what size we're designing this for. You didn't just check, you told them why. Another right move, offer the wheel. Do you want me to grab estimates or should we just capture ideas first? You see, that single question will move you from being a hijacker to a helper. Same device, same data, different energy. But first, the scene with the highest stakes. You want to be thoughtful, not robotic. You want curiosity and also not a pop quiz. Here's the wrong move. Secretly pulling cute icebreakers and firing them off like you're auditioning for some kind of game show. I want you to try this instead. Make the assist part of the joke altogether. Declare playfully, I keep a tiny list so I don't ask, what do you do 5 times? Mind if I grab one? Now, if you do that, you've brought the other person into the moment, and now it's shared. Here's another right move. Use the AI between moments and not inside them. Let's say you have to go to the bathroom or something. You could pull 2 date ideas off of your smartphone, watch, whatever you got. You could say, you mentioned live music to me, and there's 2 spots 5 minutes away. Low-key jazz or loud guitars. When you do this, technology doesn't end up replacing the moment. It amplifies it, and that's the bar that needs to be set. Here are the 3 lines that live inside your pocket, and also you won't sound like a robot when you're saying them. When you need to look away, I'm going to check the assistant for 10 seconds, then I'm right back with you. When you want consent first, helpful if I pull a quick answer, or should we just stay in the flow? And when you want to honor the moment, you could say something like, let me set this aside so you've got my full focus. Now say them once or twice and they're going to become muscle memory. And because you narrated the timing, intention, and respect, people feel safer around your tech. The mirror test. Will this help us or only help me? I want you to ask yourself quietly and quickly, does this use of AI make us smarter or just me smarter? Us smarter is safe. It's shared calendar checks, clarifying a plan, double checking the bill. Me only smarter is costly. Fact checking to win the argument, drafting the perfect clapback, Googling a story to judge the person telling it. Warmth is the currency of trust. Spend it on people. Now in a moment, I'll hand you house rules that prevent 90% of fights before they even start. Now when you're at home, put your phones down, take off your watches, and take your earbuds off at meals. Earbuds out for greetings and good nights. Assistants are allowed if it solves a shared problem in under 20 seconds. Otherwise, set a reminder for later. At work, open the meeting with a boundary. I'll use the assistant for timing and quick lookups. If I get distracted, tell me to park it. And then this actually matters. Park it when someone says so. That's how trust ends up growing. With kids, name the difference between tools and toys. Maps help us get there. Games help us pass time. Let's choose on purpose. Kids copy whatever attention we normalize. If we narrate ours, they'll learn to narrate theirs. And also, there's nothing more disarming than a kid saying, I'm setting this aside so you'll have my full focus. That would just make you melt, right? Emergencies. If you're on a call, wear the device, but declare the boundary up front. I'm on standby for my sister tonight. If I look away, that's why. By doing that, you're providing context that shows you care. Accessibility. For some people, assistive tech is how they join the conversation. When that happens, default to kindness and ask, what makes this work best for you? You'll learn more in 1 sentence than in 1,000 assumptions. Power dynamics. If you manage people, your invisible attention feels like judgment. Use visible acts. Capturing kudos in my notes right now. You remove the guesswork and you keep that trust intact. Now in 60 seconds, I'll give you a 2-minute challenge. No exaggeration. Can change tomorrow's dinner. A tiny practice with big signal. Declare, invite, return. For the next 24 hours, I want you to try these 3 beats every time you use AI around someone you care about. Declare, I'm checking the assistant for a sec. Invite, want the answer now or later? And return, okay, back to you. That's it. Watch the tension drop. Watch smiles come back. Watch conversations feel warmer because the person always knows where your attention is and also why it moved for a moment. If you actually try this at home, I want you to go ahead and tell me in the comments which line felt natural to you and which felt awkward. We're not waiting on sci-fi contact lenses here. This is earbuds that summarize, watches that time your turn taking, glasses that whisper, you promised to ask her about her mom. You see, assistants won't just answer questions. They'll suggest pacing, highlight moments to pause, and offer kinder wording before your words leave your mouth. Helpful? Yes, and also heavy-handed if you let it run the show. Now in the next episode, I'll show you how to keep AI from becoming a puppet master, how to keep your voice sounding like you, and how to set boundaries so the help stays helpful. Now if that's your kind of conversation, subscribe so you don't miss it. And send this to one person you'd like to set the new rules with. Let me know how that goes. Now I'm going to tell you the rules one more time before I let you go, because it's a compass. If the person matters more than the answer, make the assist visible. And if the answer matters more than the person, use the assist invisibly. That one sentence is the whole entire map. I'm Christopher Palmisano, and this is the New Manners of Tech. Thanks for giving me your attention, guys. I really appreciate it. And also for sharing it with the people that you love. See you in the next one.